All right, perfect. Thank you. And would you mind posting on the front page of Runnerhub as well?
It,
All right, excellent. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Raiders of the Lost Art. And we're just going to go ahead and get started with every player just giving a very short description of who their character is, what their backstory is, just kind of whatever you guys feel you want everyone else to know about your character. It can be as detailed or as not detailed as you would like. And we'll go ahead and start with Bookworm.
So Bookworm is a maid. She grew up on the streets of Redmond, had kind of an Oliver Twist-esque life, like part of a gang of kids, pickpocket sort of, cons, that sort of thing. Learned magic, became a Shadowrunner.
Very good. Sovereign?
So Sovereign's an elf, roundabout average height for an elf, average weight, fairly athletic build, and Sovereign's an ex-UGB agent who basically just decided, you know what, I can do better than this. Let's try to make myself some money for a change.
Very nice. Blur.
Alright, Blur is an elf from Portland. He grew up relatively poor, wanted to make something of himself, and wanted to basically venture out into a medical practice. He, however, doesn't have a lot of training in that field. It's a point of growth for him. He's got to figure out how to get more skills for that, and he's going to need a lot of money to start this practice on his own. So to get contacts, money, and the experience, he turned to Shadowrunning.
All right, excellent. And Cassandra.
Cassandra, I guess.
Yep.
Cassandra is a 32-year-old human. She loves pretty much anything fantasy, fairy tale related. Her only obvious wear is her data jack. And she's a matrix specialist.
Very good.
She's also a very sickly person.
Got it. And last but not least, Proper Mike.
Proper Mike is not ex anything except for ex Tinanog National, but he's made a name for himself in the shadows and intends to continue doing so.
Very good.
Most people know him as a good-looking, an athletic-looking human male, although he is not actually human. He just tends to wear that face more frequently.
Very, very good. So you guys, it's about 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and it's been in varying amounts of time since your last jobs. When you get a ping on your comlink telling you that Dr. Ford or something has a job for you, and if you're interested, to meet him at his office in Seattle U at 6 p.m. And so you have about 5 hours or so until the meet at Seattle U if you decide to go and check it out. why don't you each give a just very short description of how you're getting there, what time you want to get there, and what, if any, illegal things you might be bringing with you. And again, we'll start from Bookworm. Bookworm?
Sorry, I was muted. I'm going to be coming there from Touristville, driving in a Chrysler Nissan Jackrabbit. And yeah, not really bringing anything illegal.
Okay. And what time do you want to arrive? So the meet's at 6 p.m. You can choose to arrive whenever around that. So.
About 15 minutes before the meet is scheduled to start.
Okay, perfect. All right, Sovereign.
Okay, so first things first, I am going to do a quick matrix search, threshold 1, on Dr. Sean Ford, since Sovereign doesn't know him. And she's actually going to be looking at those, like, Professor Review trick sites, like, what kind of person does he seem to be? Is he a hard ass or something like of that nature?
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, go ahead and roll your matrix search.
Yep, I beat the threshold.
Yep, you do. So yeah, you go to the sixth world equivalent of Rate My Professor, and you find that he has a rating of about 2. 2 out of 5, but multiple chili peppers next to his name. And you if you kind of like sift through the comments and stuff, you see great professor when he's here, but that isn't too often in comments like that.
Okay, interesting. So, seeing as this is going to be the Seattle U, she is going to be wearing her Berwick suit and Argentum coat. She is going to be taking a Johnny Cab. And as for any illegal things, nothing illegal, though she is going to be taking her Street Line Special in a concealed holster and her Defiance X Shocker in a concealed holster. The Street Line Special is going to be loaded with capsule rounds, which are in turn loaded with pepper punch. And here is your palmy checks for those.
Yep, go ahead and roll them out, and just note them on the in the Roll20 chat. Yep.
I apologize. I remembered the other thing that I needed to roll for. that reminded me of it.
Okay.
Shouldn't be an issue. I have to get to the right page on.
All right. Well, while you're figuring that out, I'm gonna just keep going down the line, and we'll bring Blur up. So yeah, Blur. What are you bringing? How are you getting there? What time do you want to get there?
I want to show up roughly 30 minutes early, just basically in case the place has any good Shadowrunner would do. And I'm going to go in very standard clothing, something maybe a 20-year-old would wear. And I will only be bringing a combat knife with me, concealed, but I'll roll you a palming for that in just a moment.
All right, perfect.
My roll is in there. It's 10F against. Awesome.
Yep. All right. And Blair, how are you getting there again?
I have a pickup truck, which I'll just drive out to the campus.
Perfect. Describe this pickup truck for us.
Oh, it is a small little Chrysler Nissan, and it's not known unless you have a trained eye. It has some morphing license plates and some spoof chips to help get around unnoticed, or at least not tracked. Other than that, it's a standard pickup. It's got just a blue paint job, and it's made to look nondescript.
Very good. And proper mic.
All right. So Proper Mike's going to go in his suit and anything that I'm noting for you in the GM rolls.
Yep.
And he'll be taking his Americar, leaving most of the illegal toys at home. He'll simply have a spare suit of armor appropriate to going somewhere not civilized in the smuggling compartment.
Yep.
Beyond that, he is going to be open carrying a taser because this is the 6th world, and everybody does that.
All right. And then last but not least, Cassandra, are you there? Looks like we lost Cassandra, guys. What time would you like to arrive, proper Mike?
Mike will arrive to be just on time.
Okay.
He will be coming from, it appears, Bellevue. I rolled
Alright.
1d6 for which safe house he was at.
Oh, that makes perfect sense. I mean, a good shadowrunner has to have a plethora of safe houses.
I guess I forgot to mention Blur's coming from
Go ahead.
Kirkland. Yeah, Blur's coming from Kirkland.
All right, that's perfect. So yeah, we're sorry to the audience. We're going to take a very short, 2 minutes while we try and figure out getting Cassandra back into the call and into the game.
Well, we're waiting for him to return. I realized I forgot to mention Bookworm will be wearing an Armante dress.
Oh, perfect. What color dress?
Let's see. Today it will be blue. She has the fashion spell, so it kind of looks like whatever she feels like.
Very nice. Yep. Yeah, sorry again that we're having a little bit of technical difficulty here, but it's apparently the curse today. And I'm not even hearing back from him in the Skype chat now, so he must have decided to restart his computer and stuff. Would you guys feel comfortable about continuing until he got here, and then we can fill him in on the details in the way? Or would you rather wait?
I'm fine with either.
Well, seeing as we
Likewise.
haven't even met the Johnson yet, that seems fine. I mean, we shouldn't
Yep.
need to. Yeah.
Yeah, you just, as long as you guys are comfortable without your Matrix specialist there, then we can continue.
Sorry, I
Probably
failed my
up to-
test against lack of focus. What was the question?
Oh, whether you guys were comfortable continuing while we wait for Cassandra to come back, or would you rather wait to keep going? It's your call.
Kind of feel like we should wait a few minutes.
Okay.
Well, this is the way I look at it. We haven't even met the Johnson yet. Once we have the job, that's when we'll need our Matrix specialist.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll need to have the Matrix to plan what we need to plan and gather the info we need.
So yeah, so I have put a notes section on the upper right-hand side, and I can make that bigger if needed and stuff. But you guys can feel free to write whatever notes you want in there. And yeah, I think we will continue in a minute if Cassandra doesn't pop back in.
Is it time for a short intermission then?
Yeah, let's take a short intermission. Go ahead and grab a drink or whatever you would like, and then we will continue as in a couple of minutes.